And welcome back to Crypto Hulk. Hopefully this works. This is the second time I've tried to do this show. Uh, I see nothing in the top chat. Let me try this here. Let me type something in the top chat. Okay, there's one person. Okay, good. All right. 2, 3 people. Ha ha. I got the show to work. Wow. This is what we got to do, right? I can't just have a show sitting here. I've got to like completely log off, delete shit, and start back again. This is unfucking believable. But it's okay because my Twitter account, let me see how many members I got there. Because the minute this fucking thing hits 10,000, um, I got about 8,300 on Twitter. So I still need to have 10,000 before I can do live shows there. All right, I got to deal with YouTube and this fucked up platform for a little bit longer. Yes. Okay, there, buddy. Let's see who we got here. Endless Summer canceled. That's the first one. Then AITCH69. Boston Mash. Yazid. Juan. Let's see. Major Payne gave 5 people memberships. So those 5 people are Brandon, Francois, Stop Slackin', Paul, and John. So that's 5 people. Okay, we got Hulk's Couch here. And Stephen Morris. Jared. All right. What we're going to do today is we're going to go look at, we're going to do a couple deep dives. And the Ripple trial, we got the court documents right here. Copy and a paste. Hold on a minute. We're going to go over the court documents. So I posted that right there. So here's what we got. I'm going to go over on the show right here the current court case as of July 13th. We're gonna breeze through it. It's 34 pages. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on any particular page. We're going to move throughout that whole court document. Then after that, I'm going to show you how this document is fake. This whole court hearing, it was a circus. Not once did the court document refer to the 2015 Ripple settlement agreement, where the court already determined what XRP was, where the court already determined that Ripple was a money service business. This court hearing never goes over that. Like, I find this totally amazing. No other channel talks about that. No other channel is bringing this up or discussing it. And I'm just kind of like dumbfounded. Like, how do you have a 2015 court hearing where the government, United States Attorney's Office, Department of Justice, Treasury, FinCEN, which is the Treasury Police, these government agencies in a court proceeding in 2015 tell us that Ripple is a money service business, not a security service business, a money service business. Okay. And they have to register and do KYC, know your customer, and anti-money laundering and stuff. Okay, great. And then the court determined that the XRP itself was what? An electronic money, a currency. Like, who the fuck is this guy, right? Jay Clayton. He's a nobody. That's who he is. That's a rhetorical question, by the way. I can answer that myself. And then Gary Gensler, like, who the fuck is this fucking E.T.'s father, right? That movie E.T. from like the fucking 80s. Gary Gensler is the father of E.T. Like, that's just, we're keeping that real, okay? So, how the fuck is E.T.'s father gonna continue the bullshit from this loser guy named Jay Clayton? Like, I don't know. It's astounding to me. Then they have this court circus, this fake court hearing. None of these channels discuss what we're going to discuss. I've only done this show about, I don't know, 2 to 3 times already. Never seen on any other channel. Astounds me. Very astounding. All right, let's start this. Citrus has got the coffee going. I had half of a Bang energy drink, so I'm trying to get myself going. You got Mimi Cool Cats here with the coffee as well. I'm taking the energy drink, but alrighty then. Major Payne says, lots still to learn from the biggest bullshitter on. Hey, wait a second, buddy. That better be a compliment. Okay, keep up the good work. This is Major Payne. Testing, 1, 2, 3. You know, that's what we got to do more often on this channel. Is hitting the test button. Yep. We've got to make sure the button works. That's a priority on this channel. All right, hey, we're going to have to do some work right now, right? You can continue to hit the like button, or actually the test donate button at any time. That's A-okay with Crypto Hulk channel. But I'm going to show you now. Now, what we're going to do is I provided the link for you. Okay. So click on the link if you want. You don't have to. What I'm looking at right now is a page from July 13th from the United States District Court. And then it's SDNY, Southern District of New York document. It's an electronically filed document with no doc number, but it's July 13th, 2023. The plaintiff will be the United States District Court, Southern District Court of New York Securities and Exchange Commission against Ripple Labs Incorporated, Bradley, what a nice little name, Bradley Garlinghouse, and Christian Larson. We're going to do the deep dive. We got to do some work here today, everybody. And I'm going to start this off. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to show you the court document today. And then if you look on my community tab section from last night, I'm going to provide 4 screenshots of the 2015 Ripple U.S. Attorney's Office settlement agreement. Okay. What we're going to do is start off with today. Yesterday. We're going to start off with yesterday and what's going on with that court document, the hearing, the decision, the finding. Okay. Then I'm going to show you how that's bullshit, because we're going to go to the 2015 settlement agreement. I'm going to show you what really happened 8 years ago. Now, you're going to get these dummies that leave comments, and that's fine, because I'll just block them for harassment. The minute the show's over, I'll go back and just block all the harassment people. People like, oh, here's what the dummies say. Crypto Hulk, that was 8 years ago, and that was a different case. And I'm like, wow, you fucking cock. See, here's how these people are stupid. In 2015, Ripple already was before the court. So this is for all the slow people. And for all the 80-pound guys, well, I don't want to call them guys because we can't identify them as a guy. They're some kind of life form, which we don't know. Hey, I'm just keeping it. That's how we do it nowadays, right? So I can't assume you're a guy. You're some kind of fucked up body of cells. That's what you are. If you can't tell what you are, or you want to pretend to be something else. So I call myself a 15-year-old Cocker Spaniel today. Tomorrow I'm a 12-year-old poodle. The next day I'm a 13-year-old Chinese girl. And the next day I'm a 53-year-old man. Like, hey, I don't have personality disorder, do I? Huh? All right. So what we got going on is yesterday the judge makes a decision in this fake court trial and everything's over. What we had to deal with for 2.5 years was a fake court trial and a stall tactic. Let's just keep it real. For 2.5 years, we've had lawyers and judges act like this. Gee, I don't know what Ripple is. Oh shit. And then the sales of the XRP. Oh shit. We don't know what it was. We need to have the lawyers. We need to have the YouTube lawyers and all the other channels. You gotta love it. We gotta have the John Deaton and the Jeremy Hogan because shit, I'm too fucking stupid to understand that there is something called a 2015 Ripple settlement, these stupid fucking YouTube lawyers, and all the fucking lawyers at the trial, and the two judges, which I use that term loosely. These two judges are fucking retarded. Because in 2015, the Court of America, the Justice Department, yep, the Treasury, yep, FinCEN, determined in court Ripple is a money service, a money service business. My goodness. Yeah. And what did they buy, sell, exchange, incentivize? Fucking Judge Netburn. She's retarded as well. Everybody in this trial is so fucking stupid. Or they're fake. One of the two. You could choose. Everybody in this trial, whether it's all, and I'm talking all the lawyers on both sides and the judges, you can determine you're either fake or you're fucking stupid. I'll allow you to identify with whatever gender that is, okay? And then in the trial, secondly, besides Ripple being a money service business, the trial determined that the actual XRP was an electronic money. Wow. Is this so fucking hard to understand? And I got the court documents already posted on my page from last night. You got 1, 2, 3, and 4 pages. Okay, 4 pages total. So let me check some comments. We'll get right into the Ripple current trial, the paperwork, and then we'll move on. Let's see there. We're going to close the exchanges. They're going to steal your XRP. 1970 legend is here. Oh, man. Good morning, fam. Okay. Let me do one final copy. And paste. Okay, copy and paste is done. Let's get, we got to do some work right now. Here we go. This is the Ripple SEC case here. I'm going to scroll through. I'm on the first page. Oh, now I'm seeing a page. Okay, so I don't have page numbers. On this particular Dropbox platform, I don't have page numbers. So I'm going to let you know what it says at the top of each page. Now I'm on the page that says background. So if you're following along, It goes back to early 2011, 2012. Arthur Brito, Jeb McCaleb, and David Schwartz developed the source code called XRP as we know it now. It's a blockchain. Okay. The court gives us a little history. XRP was developed to be an alternative to the government-created Bitcoin. Just kidding, but no, I'm not. I'm scrolling down. Okay, so we're on page 2, this document. Now we're going to go to page 3. It's showing right at the top up there. Okay, page 3 of 34. I'm going to look through here. I'm going to breeze through the pages, and I'm going to pull out what I feel is important to look at. Everything in the document's important. I only got so much time. So I'm going to pull out what I feel is important for this particular show. Ripple wanted to become the internet of value. Second paragraph. Anyone can use the ledger. Anyone can submit transactions on the XRP ledger. Anyone can host a node to contribute to the validations of transactions. Let me go to page 4 of 34. First paragraph, second paragraph, third paragraph. Ripple, it says second, Ripple sold XRP on digital asset exchanges. Now, here's where I'm going to, okay, that's true. That's a half truth. So the SEC in this document is saying a half truth. Ripple bought XRP and continues to buy XRP, and they sell, they incentivize, and they do a lot of different things with the XRP. Right here, this court document saying Ripple sold XRP on digital exchanges programmatically or through the use of algorithms. It says here, Ripple did not know who was buying the XRP, and the purchasers, like us, did not know who was selling it. Ripple used the proceeds to fund its operations. Okay, and guess what? In 2015, which was 8 years before this, the court said, okay, sounds good. Ripple bought and sold and exchanged and incentivized XRP and did it. Okay, the court in 2015 was like this. Okay, great. They're a money service business. That's just fine. So here we have the SEC saying all these things. Oh, Ripple did this with the XRP. My thing is, well, that's 8-year-old news, dum-dum. We already have a 2015 settlement agreement. Crypto Hulk shows it on his community page. I show you 4 pages of that agreement. Ripple did this and that and incentivized with the XRP. So what? So the fuck what? Why are we having a court trial right now? This has already been determined in the 2015 settlement agreement. Why are we right now? That's the question I want to know, because it's a fake trial. That's why. But let me continue to page 5. First paragraph. Ripple made what's called XRP in conjunction with Xspring. And it was found to bring third parties that would develop new applications for XRP. Okay, great. And again, Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson, whatever, would allow the XRP Foundation to buy, sell, transfer, incentivize. Okay, so fucking what? This court hearing is trying to be like, the SEC's like, oh yeah, and then this is what Brad Garlinghouse did and Chris Larson. Yeah, okay. We already know they did this because the 2015 Ripple settlement agreement already acknowledged this. This is 8-year-old news. This trial's totally fucking fake. Let me move on page 5. It shows here that Chris Larson stepped down as CEO and Brad Garlinghouse took his place. Okay, great. So fucking what? We're going to page 6. The SEC alleges that in 2013, defendants began extensive, years-long marketing efforts representing they would search for purported use and value for XRP. Okay, we're going to stop, SEC, in this dumb shit that you're saying right here. In 2015, the court already acknowledged, yes, they had years-long marketing efforts. So the fuck what? That's what the 2015 court case determined. Who fucking cares? They're a money service business. Of course they market their efforts. Like, this is why I'm just telling you, this fucking this latest court case is fake and bogus. We're going to continue so I can contain myself. Let me go to the next paragraph and see what other kind of bullshit I can see in this report. Since at least 2013, Ripple has prepared and distributed documents that describe the company's operations. Oh, shit, yeah. And guess what? Yes, they did. And in 2015, the court said that was just fine because Ripple is a money service business. I'll move on to the next page because everything... See, the SEC is trying to present all this stuff as if it's bad. And my view is, well, we've already had a 2015 case. How the fuck is all this bad? And how is this brand new? This is 8-year-old news that our court system already determined what the fuck all this Ripple and XRP shit is. We've already been through all this. So now we have the SEC and a judge that was born yesterday. They're looking over this case and we've got to determine what it is. And then what makes it even worse is you got all these YouTubers who don't know what the fuck's going on. And let's report on the Ripple trial today. And today, here's the latest news on the Ripple trial. I'm like, wow, are these YouTubers really reporting on this fucking fake trial every day? Like, my God, do you need views that bad on your channel? Like, this is pathetic. But let's continue. We're on page 7 right now. Ripple and its senior leaders, according to the SEC, Ripple and its senior leaders used a variety of social media platforms. So the fuck what? Let me go to the next paragraph. In 2012, Ripple had Perkins Coie, a law firm, and I use that term loosely as well. You should call it a criminal organization. But anyhow, what they determined was that they really don't have any clue, which, now that's true. They determined they don't have a fucking clue on, Ripple using this XRP, and they're saying, well, it's not really a security, so you guys should be okay. And I'm like, wow, are you fucking serious? I'm not a lawyer. I don't have to be a lawyer. Perkins Coie should know this part. Here's my take. If we don't have crypto laws in the United States Code, the XRP cannot be determined what the fuck it is. It's that easy. If something is not in the law, you can't regulate it, correct? Correct. But Perkins Coie doesn't know that. They're too fucking stupid, all right? So Perkins Coie tells Ripple, yeah, we think you're going to be okay buying and selling and incentivizing this stuff called XRP. So, yeah, you should be okay doing it. So Ripple went to go see these lawyers called Perkins Coie, which these people are so fucking incompetent at probably $1,000 an hour. And they give a response to Ripple, yeah, you're probably okay. There's a, quote, low risk of you getting in trouble. there's a low IQ law firm called Perkins Coie, just saying. Let me go to the next page, page 8. So that memorandum was passed back and forth to Ripple, and so they kept doing what they're doing because the dumbasses at Perkins Coie are like, oh, we according to this court case and according to that court case, here's how fucking stupid Perkins Coie is. They don't realize that, and Crypto Hulk's going to tell them right now that in something called the United States Code, they've hopefully heard of it. In the United States Code, there's no crypto laws. So therefore, Perkins Coie cannot interpret what crypto is because it's not in the United States Code. Whoa. Mind fucking blower, right? Mind blower. Okay. We're going to move on. We're still on page 8. Let's see. We're going to go to page 9. On page 9, Ripple, in their defense, brings up their current customers like 7-Eleven, iRemit, Valhill Capital. John Deaton posts some stuff here. The Chamber of Digital Commerce, and these people join like through an amicus brief. I'm going to move on from this. We'll skip to page 10. I'm scanning. We'll go to page 11. Page 11, Ripple says they did not sell XRP as an investment contract, and therefore no registration statement was required. What we have on the previous page, because I didn't go over it that much at all, on page 10 was the SEC claimed that Ripple didn't register with the SEC. And the reason they didn't register SECs, because I've already gone over this, you fucking morons, is that there's nothing in the United States Code about definitions of what's a crypto, what's staking, what's yield farming, what's this, what's DeFi. There's nothing in the United States Code, SEC. So therefore, they don't have to register with you because technically crypto doesn't exist in the eyes of the United States Code. We're going to move on. This is like rhetorical dumb shit right now. The SEC is so fucking stupid. The SEC's like, oh, they didn't register. SEC. I'm not a lawyer. I don't need to be. It's called common sense. If there's no law, you cannot regulate it. Bam. How about that? Really, I don't need to go to law school for that fucking logic right there. Let's move on because this SEC is amateur night at the comedy club and they are not funny. I'm not even cracking one laugh. That's how bad this comedy club is, right? We're going to go down to page 12. Share profits. There's no profits being shared on page 12. See, the SEC is trying to show the Howey test and how that shows that Ripple is a security. But when Ripple allows crypto to be sold on exchanges where nobody knows who the people are, there's no contract, there's no written contract. Well, right there, bye-bye, there's no Howey test. But yet, since with the Howey test from the Supreme Court, you have to have an investment contract in a common enterprise and all this other dumb shit, right? But Ripple never had that because Ripple would either buy, sell, exchange, incentivize the XRP to some of their customers who were exchanges, not all of them. And then once that XRP went from Ripple to an exchange, And then that exchange would then, back in the day, just sell the crypto to whoever. They didn't really keep records at first. So how the fuck, SEC, like this trial's so fake. I'm glad I never reported on it every day like these fake YouTubers. But the XRP would go from Ripple to an exchange. And in the early days, the exchange didn't do KYC and all that, any money laundering. That's why we had the Ripple 2015 settlement agreement, because they weren't doing that fucking shit. Okay. Proof right there is proof. So the sales, exchanges, incentivizations, whatever, of the XRP in the old days, there's no fucking contract. You see how asinine this whole SEC case is? Totally fake. They're claiming, oh yeah, there's an investment contract. Okay, so let me get this. Let me get this straight. The SEC in court as adults, trying to act like adults. They're not. They're children mentally. At the SEC, but they're trying to show in court to adults that Ripple's sales or whatever the fuck it was of this XRP was a contract, a sales contract. Seriously, SEC? Like, are you fucking serious? But that's the agreement they made in court. Which, if I was a judge, I'd be like, stop. Can you bring logical argument, or this court case is over? That's how I would have handled this court case if I was a real judge. But I'm not. And the judges in this case, they weren't real either, because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. But let me continue. So, in the early days, Ripple was not doing anti-money laundering and KYC. And that's okay. Because guess what? That's why we had the 2015 Ripple settlement. And then after that court case, Ripple went into compliance and paid a fine. And then everybody lived happily ever after. Okay. So now we know that this is fact. The exchanges that got the XRP would sell it or whatever to people that they did not know, because there was no anti-money laundering KYC going on. So these were anonymous sales. So number one, there was no contracts. The exchange didn't know who was buying this fucking XRP shit. And everybody went about their business. Game over. It was done. So how the fuck where's the contract from Howie? You see what I'm saying? This whole court case is so fucking stupid. There is no contract. And the judge should have ended this case right away, because the SEC has no fucking proof. Let me move on. The dumb shit continues. Let's look at page 13. But before I do that, let me check the live stream comments real quick, and then we'll get right back at it. We got Chris, was been a member for 7 months. Nice little pump yesterday. Not huge, but encouraging. I know I told you guys yesterday I don't want to be your buzz buster, but it's going to shoot up to whatever it does and then go back down to 47 cents. You know, I had so many people trying to contact me yesterday. People, associates I know, friends, whatever. Oh yeah, XRP, yeah, we went up. I said, like, what, 20, 30 cents? Like, are you getting a fucking stiffy from that? Like, seriously? Yeah. I think people are just so fucking bored that XRP goes up 20 cents or something, and they gotta get all fucking hyper and shit for I don't know what reason, and then it goes back down again. That's all that's gonna happen. But okay then. I'm gonna move on. Bellini Girls here. Been on the channel for years. Stephen Morris is here. Dan Hinckley gave 5 people memberships, and it was Cheryl, Alfonso, Robert, Raymond, And Maurice got memberships. And you got AITC869. Hi, my name is AITCH. 1970 Legends, right there. Meatballs coming at you. 1970 Legend, thanks for that donation to the channel. Greatly appreciate that. And then Bondi Baby, showing you some love, Hulk, for all the lies. We're doing like a commercial here. Arthur is a female, says Meatballs. Quit stealing my conspiracy theory. But I totally believe Arthur B is a female. We'll find out one day. Pretty much 95% of the shit that I say is true. And you got about 5% of bullshit with Crypto Hulk. Just saying. It's pretty good odds. Pretty good odds. Joanna, thanks for your donation. Thanks, Hulk, for keeping me strong. Not sold any of my XRP. Keep the lies flowing. We love you. You, our star. You're our star. Robert Driscoll, thank you for that donation. I'm on the class action suit waiting for my check. Are you waiting for Santa Claus coming up in December? Because that's when you'll get your check, when Santa Claus comes down the chimney. And okay. Next, going back to the court papers again, page 13. Show us, Crypto Hulk, what's on page 13. Is there anything interesting we need to know? Profit sharing mechanism. SEC making a bunch of claims, trying to make the court believe Ripple sales of, XRP sales by Ripple were securities. SEC is trying so hard, man. They're trying to convince like a 35-year-old man that Santa Claus is real. Very sad. Page 14, let me continue. It says here, analysis, the XRP token. The plain words of Howey make clear that an investment contract for purposes of the Security Act means a contract. And it's just that, the SEC is trying to turn like a rock into a gold nugget. They're trying so bad to turn an average rock that you'd see along the road into a gold nugget. It's kind of like my example of an 80-year-old hooker. It's what it is. You get this 80-year-old lady. Imagine an 80-year-old woman trying to hit the strip in Las Vegas and make some extra cash on the weekend on a Friday night. Like it's pretty sad. That's a pretty sad example, but that's the SEC, everybody. Trying to show how Ripple sales of the XRP are securities. It's like that 80-year-old hooker walking past the Bellagio trying to sell her fucking ass, all right? That shit's disgusting. But let me continue. Page 15. Let me scan through page 15 real quick. They start bringing up another court case like Telegram. And the SEC is trying desperately, like that 80-year-old hooker. Well, look what happened here in Telegram. In Telegram, the judge determined this and that, so therefore it relates to the XRP. No, it doesn't, you fucking 80-year-old hooker. I mean, SEC. Let's move on. Page 16. Institutional sales. The court first addresses Ripple's institutional sales to who? Sophisticated individuals. Well, they weren't talking about me. They missed out on Mr. I'm sophisticated. Trust and believe. So the SEC tries to bring up, Ripple was selling to sophisticated, that's accredited investors. Okay, so Ripple had buying and selling of the XRP to people that were sophisticated individuals. So fucking what? There's no contract there, assholes at the SEC. These people are so fucking dead. I want that rock to turn into a gold nugget. Fuck it. You need to turn into a gold nugget, rock. That's the SEC. Like, this is so embarrassing for my country. It's shameful. Page 17. Let me see what kind of dumb shit we got on page 17. Hold on. I got to scan through the page there, buddy. Now they're talking about the second prong of the Howey test is the common enterprise. So the SEC is trying so desperately. So they're on their hands and knees. The SEC has a nose condom on, and they're trying to kiss the ass of the judge by showing that XRP has Ripple has a common enterprise with everybody who bought it. That is so fucking stupid. There's no contract at all. The SEC is so desperate. It's sad. It's like your grandma trying to be a hooker. It's just, don't do that. It's not good. It makes you look really fucking stupid. I'm going to scroll to the next page. But still on page, what do we got here? 17. The SEC is like, Ripple was selling XRP to raise funds. Okay. It doesn't make it a security, though, but we're going to move on. Page 18. Ripple used its funds it received from its institutional sales to promote and increase the value of XRP. Okay. That could be true. Just because the SEC says it doesn't mean that it's true. This is called a claim of fact. So if you study logic, that's not a big deal, right? Or if you study critical thinking, there's something called claim of fact. Just because they fucking said it doesn't mean that it's true, okay? So the SEC alleges that, these sales were used to develop the XRP. And if it was, so fucking what? There's no contract, SEC dumbass and the judge. Where's the fucking, there's no fucking contract. We just already established this earlier in the court papers that these were programmable sales, like from exchanges. There's no KYC. Like, they didn't know who their customer was. Let me tell you something. If I don't know my customer, how the fuck do we have an agreement together and a contract? There is no contract because I don't even know who the fuck you are, right? Like, this is just common sense shit. This whole court hearing is so fucking fake. It's like, okay, we're going to move on because I got work to do. Page 19. I think I'm probably ready to wrap up this 2013 court case right now and go on to the other page because where are we at as far as time? Shit, 44 minutes. Okay, fuck it. We're going to do it. I've already shown you already. We're not going to go through the next 20 pages or wherever the fuck, 10 pages, wherever the fuck it is. We're going to go on now to my community tab. So I'm doing that right now as I talk to you. I'm going to go to my channel and hit community. All right. And we have a picture of the Crypto Hulk model, but we're going to move past that one and not be distracted, of course. No, not going to do it. Let's go to the first. Scroll down to where we got 15 hours ago. It shows. Here's the title of what I want you to start looking at and quit looking at the model. It says Ripple Settlement Agreement 2015, page 1. That's where I'm at right now. I'm going to click on that, blow it up a little bit. And give me a second. Okay. Okay, page 1. Now I got 4 pages here to show you. So what we're going to look at now is let's leave the fake lawsuit from 2023 that just happened yesterday. We're going to leave that fake lawsuit. Now we're going to look at what really happened 8 years ago. I'm going to breeze through this and not take a lot of time. In my past, I've gone over this at least 3 to 4 times on shows, okay? Today I'm going to breeze through it. I'm not going to get all forensic and shit because I could spend another 30 minutes doing this. My goal is to spend maybe 10 minutes to maybe 15 at the most. So I got to just breeze through this real quick. All right, let me start scanning this, and I'm going to point out just the important parts that I want for this particular program today. All the shit's important, don't get me wrong. I'm only going to show what I think is important for this program today. Ripple Labs was incorporated out of Delaware. What's interesting is in the court papers that we just read it's a fake court case, they're making it look like Ripple came out of California. That's not true. It came out of Delaware, all right? It originated in Delaware, but I'm going to leave it at that. If we look at point number 3 says what? The currency of the Ripple network, known as XRP, let me repeat that, because the court case in 2015 determines that the currency, which is XRP, of the Ripple network, it's known as XRP. Wow. So they're already calling it a currency. 8 years ago. Okay. Thanks, Crypto Hulk. It says, in other words, unlike some other virtual currencies, XRP was what? Fully generated prior to its distribution. Okay? What does that mean? You're not dependent on the efforts of others. That destroys one of the prongs of the Howey test. Damn, Crypto Hulk. Are you sure you're not a lawyer? No, I'm not. I'm definitely not. This is too fucking easy to understand. You don't need to be a lawyer to go over the Ripple case with the SEC to realize this is a fake court case. You just need some common sense. That's all. And that's what I'm providing right now. We got XRP Fund 2. Okay, Crypto Hulk. Who was involved in the first 2015 Ripple versus the government case? Well, just the Northern District of California of the United States Attorney's Office. That's not a big deal. Who else was involved? Well, the Justice Department. Who else, Crypto Hulk? The Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, that's FinTech, and the Department of the Treasury. None of these are big deals, right? I get these stupid assholes that come in, well, that was an 8-year-old court hearing. It doesn't relate to today. What I find hard is, how do you relate to society with that stupid fucking brain of yours? That's what I'm wondering. So those are the agencies involved. Let's go to the next page in the 2015. Told you it'd be fast. In the 2015 Ripple settlement, we'll go to the next page. Let me see what we got here. Okay, the next page, if you look at the bottom of it, make sure we're on the right page. It says page 2. So we went from page 1 to page 2. Well, gee, Crypto Hulk, that's pretty easy to follow, isn't it? That's why you don't need a lawyer. You know what? You got this one dude's like, come on in. We're just so glad for all these lawyers here to help us understand and guide us in this Ripple case. Really? Is this fucking shit that difficult that I'm reading off to you right now? Do you need to be a lawyer to understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. Let's look at numbers. I'm going to breeze through this page and see if there's anything I really need to highlight. Okay, number 7 talks about the guidance defines an exchanger, someone who exchanges, okay, money and all that stuff. And then page 8. So again, an exchanger, someone that buys, sells, incentivizes, da 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 da. That's what Ripple's doing. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not a security. The SEC is so desperate, like that 80-year-old hooker in Las Vegas, trying to make money that, and it's a very disgusting picture, I know, but that's the SEC. They're trying to show that, oh, these sales, the incentivizations, the purchases or repurchases, oh, Ripple's just doing all this bad security stuff and they aren't registering. Wow. Because in 2015, the court defines that as like exchanger of a money service business behavior. So the court's like, fine, Ripple's doing that. So what? Not a big deal. And the court case went bye-bye. So we're going to move on. Number 8 talks about exchangers and administrators. I'm not going to break it down because we have limited time. The exchanger that the court found was XRP Fund 2 and not Ripple, number 1. Ripple's the administrator of the money service business. The mysterious XRP Fund 2, aka 3-letter agency, which I'm not getting into because I love my channel, not trying to lose it. If you study these court documents I'm showing you, you can read between the lines and figure it all out, or you can watch another show that I've made, and I break down that the XRP Fund 2 are the actual exchangers of all this. It's not Ripple. All the other channels get it wrong. Brad Garlinghouse goes on YouTube, goes on the internet. It's like, oh yeah, Ripple's a responsible exchanger. They're not the exchanger. It's XRP Fund 2. So he's lying, but and that's fine. I love the guy and it's great. I'm just showing you the facts right here. We talk about a Bank Secrecy Act. Money service business is required to implement. Okay, so in point number 10, it says under the Bank Secrecy Act, a money service business, which is what an MSB is money service business. That's what the government determined Ripple was. Money service business, not a securities business. I know this is difficult for all the other YouTubers to understand. Okay. And then a money service business is required to implement what? Anti-money laundering. That's AML. A money service business is required to do KYC, know your customer. Ripple was not doing that in the beginning. Just when the SEC was like, Ripple's buying, selling, and selling. Ripple admits that they were not doing anti-money laundering and KYC in the beginning. Okay, Ripple wasn't lying. They weren't doing all that. They got a fine and they paid it. No big deal. Then the courts determined, then our 4 agencies in the government determined that Ripple was a money service business and that the XRP was electronic money, not a security. This was already determined 8 years ago. This whole court case was totally fucking fake. There's your page 2. Let me get out of that. We're going to go to page 3. Now, technically, at the bottom of this, it shows page 4. Let's go with it. Now we're on page 4 of this document called the Ripple 2015 Settlement Agreement. And it shows violations at the top of the page. Underneath that, it shows capital letter A. And it says what? Ripple Labs operation as a money service business. Well, ain't that something? So the court, so here you have proof right there They're calling it 10 years ago. Not a big deal, right? 10 fucking years ago. I'm showing you the court document that shows that Ripple is a money service business. And there's the date, 2013, 10 years ago. Well, gee, Crypto Hulk, this court case is fake. Yes, it is. Okay, number 17. So if you look at number 17, it says from March 2013 to April, Ripple Labs sold what? Convertible virtual currency known as XRP. So let me break this down another way. In the 2015 Ripple settlement, our government already knew that Ripple, that was a money service business, because I've already shown that as evidence already. Ripple sold what? Virtual currency. They sold, the government's saying they sold the XRP. Not a fucking big deal, SEC. Ripple Labs sold convertible virtual currency known as what? XRP. I'm not seeing the point of this whole current trial. Can somebody please help me unfuck myself so I can understand this? Because I'm reading court documents right here. We've already determined Ripple's a money service business, and guess what? They sold money. I mean, is this shit that complicated? Can somebody please call John Deaton or Jeremy Hogan, explain this shit to us? Because I'm too fucking stupid, obviously, to understand what I'm reading. I need these other lawyers to help me because I just don't understand one word of this fucking agreement. Ripple Labs sold convertible virtual currency, keyword being currency and not security, and it was known as what? XRP. Is this shit this complicated? Do we need lawyers to help us understand this? No. Lawyers are the problem. That's the fucking problem right there. It says here at number 18, Ripple Labs was not registered with FinCEN as a what? Money service business, folks. Wow, Crypto Hulk. So you're showing us that in 2015, all this shit was already determined? Pretty much is what I'm showing you right here. I mean, I'm reading off a court document. That's not a big deal, right? But Crypto Hulk, why is this court case happening? That's what I want to know. That's the $1 million question I would like to know, because this was already determined. I'm showing you right here through court papers. Oh, but Crypto Hulk, that's from 2015. It doesn't mean anything today. No, what doesn't mean anything is your existence. That's what doesn't mean anything. Let me continue on this. Point number 20, Ripple Labs continued to engage in transactions. And those transactions were buying, selling, incentivizing, this, that, and everything's all good. Why are we having this 2015 hearing? Because Ripple just didn't register as a money service business or do KYC. And that's A-okay. The government charged them with a fine, and then they moved on. It wasn't a big deal. Okay? There was no security stuff going on. And I already told you, the reason they got busted is because when they were buying, selling, incentivizing, they weren't checking for KYC or anti-money laundering. It was kind of like you go to a dark alley, you're wearing a big baseball cap, you got sunglasses on, no one can see your face, you're wearing a big old coat, and you walk up to the weird dude in the van who's got candy and some puppies in there, and he looks kind of like a questionable person. This is what Ripple did. And you hand them a little bit of money, they'd give you some XRP, you grab it and run away. That's what was going on. There's no investment contract. This whole Howey test thing with the SEC is bullshit. There's no fucking contract. Why? Because the court already determined Ripple was not doing anti-money laundering and KYC. Ripple, see, you know what KYC means? Know your customer. You know what Ripple was doing? They did not know some of their customers. Yeah. A lot of them, Ripple did not know their customers. That's why they got in trouble, because they did not have investment contracts. They didn't know they were buying and selling the crypto. They didn't know who the fuck they're dealing with. That's why they got in trouble. Wow, Crypto Hulk, you sure break this down easy. Let's go to the last page, and then we're done. Page 5. All right. For those of you that are interested, Ripple Labs started off, they had a subsidiary, and it was called XRP Fund 2. I'm not going to get into the XRP Fund 2 LLC. That's separate from Ripple. That is a letter agency, which I'm not going to, okay, that'll get the channel blown up. XRP Fund 2 is the, not Ripple. Okay, Ripple for like 1 month. We just read in my last little rant right there that for about a month or 6 weeks, Ripple was buying and selling the cryptos and shit, wasn't doing KYC, great, okay. And that was back in 2013. So when you hear a YouTuber, which I'm not going to mention their names because we all know the digital asset commercial people and all that shit out there and their different perspectives and shit, they have no clue that Ripple has not sold, let's say, the XRP for 10 years. I just showed you right there. It was like from March until April 2013, 10 years ago, is the only time Ripple bought, sold, transferred, incentivized, whatever the fuck they do with that shit. After that, Ripple got with a company they formed called XRP Fund 2, and that's a bunch of letter agency companies running that as well, okay? Because in the trial, the court never talks about that particular company. Who's that? But it says we're seeing right here. Now, this comes out of South Carolina. So we learned earlier from Crypto Hulk that Ripple incorporates out of Delaware, but now all of a sudden this XRP Fund 2 comes out of South Carolina. If you're in, no, I'm going to forget about that one. Never mind. I was going to say, if you're from South Carolina and you work for the government, could you tell me who XRP Fund 2? Can you show us the originating paperwork for that? Love to see it. But that's probably locked up and you can't get access to that because that's one of those secret 3-letter agencies. Put that in a special box. Number 25. Look here. As of the date, XRP2, XRP Fund 2, whatever you want to call it, engaged in what? The sales of virtual currency to third parties in exchange for value. Let me break this down so you get it. I've just shown you today in my show that in 2013, that's the last time Ripple sold XRP. They started this company with the help of another, because XRP, I mean, Ripple's already a government agency. So they started another government agency company called XRP Fund 2. And it says here, number 25, XRP2, as of the date. So they're talking, remember, from March to April, Ripple sold the XRP illegally, let's just call it that or whatever, from March to April 2013. From April 2013, all the way till today. All the way till today. It says here, as of the date, XRP2, not Ripple, XRP2 engaged in the sales of virtual currency, which is the XRP. Bam, right there. No other channel has a clue. Well, but Brad Garlinghouse says, Brad Garlinghouse says that Ripple is, buying and selling and is a good steward of the no, it's not Ripple. It's XRP Fund 2 for the past 10 years. That's been buying it back off exchange. See, Brad Garlinghouse is under a non-disclosure agreement with 3-letter agencies in the government. So he can't tell you the truth. I can, because I'm just sitting on my fat ass on the floor. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I'm just reading court documents and telling you reality. You don't have to believe it. You can also believe that Santa Claus is real, and that's A-OK. And that's great for little kids to believe that shit. I think it's fun. But in reality, we're looking at number 25 here, and it's showing us who is engaged since 2013. Who is engaged in the sales of virtual currency? That would be XRP Fund 2. There you go. It's not Ripple. Ripple's not doing this shit. Brad Garlinghouse may say that it is. It's not. He's lying. I'm just letting you know. Read number 25. That's facts. It's not my fucking opinion. It's facts. You got this whole document. I'm going to wrap it up right now. You got this whole document here. I showed you 4 pages. You can read it all. And you'll see, well, damn. Ripple, the last time they sold XRP was 10 years ago. Why the fuck are they in this court case? That's what I want to know. Because Ripple has not sold any XRP since April 10th or whatever it showed there. April 10th, 2013. It's 10 years ago. Who's been selling it all, Crypto Hulk? XRP Fund 2. It's right here. There you have it. Case dismissed. Crypto Hulk brought his case before the court of the Crypto Hulk fan club, and we're killing it, aren't we? Let me check some comments and wrap this show up. James B., the hardest working crypto content creator. Appreciate the daily education, Hulk. Ben 77, Hulk, please beware. There is someone posing you on Instagram. You know what? A lot of people try to copy Crypto Hulk. I'm often imitated, but never duplicated. They all just want to have the show and be smart like me, but it's not going to work. I'm sorry. It just doesn't happen. I'm just kidding. MC Prosperity is like, thanks. MC Prosperity is having a birthday. It's a special day for MC Prosperity. Mitchell is here. Careful about Santa talk. We have a 13-year-old future millionaire here. I think that'll be it. Armor of God's here. Got to run. Great show as always. That'll be it. This is Crypto Hulk. We got 308 people here. You just heard the truth on all the court trial stuff. I'll see you in my next program. I'm going to try my best to have a show tonight, Friday night. I'll see you in my next broadcast.